that we need to lie to them because I don't care what they think. I feel, I know I did what needed to be done, but if it can avoid a conflict for everybody, we don't have to necessarily give them all of the information either.
My silence would be compliance.
Fair enough. And so Zarxius just kind of steps back and he's like, well, then I guess we better figure out what we're going to do. Because here it is, boys.
I like that idea, says Rock. But what do we do about the wagon drivers? What do we do about that? Everything else seems fine. We pay them, we charm them. What do we do?
Zakkid's gonna reappear on the rock. Still silent.
Well, I don't know that our big friend here, and he'll actually reach over and slap Andros on the back. I don't know that he's, I take his silence as compliance as they're gonna know the truth if we go there. And he looks at Andros and says, "Am I right?"
Most definitely.
I mean, so if we admit what we've done, the people that wanted it will be mad, possibly attack us. The law, the guards will not. Like they don't want this. So,
I mean,
see the ups and the downs, the strikes and the gutters.
I don't remember if you, Rock, said this, but someone said we could offer our services in place of the Zeal. I have no issue with this.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. As far as the product being gone, I mean, what was the dude's name that gave us the job?
Bryn.
Yeah. Bryn knew he was deceiving us. Didn't he tell us it was just, food and wares and stuff that we were transporting?
You did. You're right.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm not worried that he is not getting the best end of this because, he employed us under false pretenses. So, yeah, I'm good with just going there and offering our services. And, if we need to take the high road and say there's a better way, so be it.
Yeah.
Andros kind of comes to life, and he's like, an interesting hypothesis. Yes, let's go to Bryn. I'd like to talk to him myself.
No, Bryn will not be there, I don't think. I don't want to go back. Right?
So you're saying go to the destination?
Yes.
Yes. We'll have a conversation with Bryn's associates. Maybe we can get some more information on this Bryn character. By all intents and purposes, he deceived us by this job. Perhaps that's the route we should take.
Okay.
Yes.
As you guys, as you guys kind of finish this or keep talking here, Seawald, the lead cart driver there, he kind of makes his way into the camp there, and he looks kind of afraid to kind of interrupt the conversation, but he just makes himself known. Oh, excuse me, good sirs. I just wanted to report that the cart that caught fire last night itself is fine. We cleaned up the broken glass and the charred wood, buried it in a pit nearby. We've been digging a lot of holes since you lot took the job defending us, but I just wanted to let that be known. We are missing a horse, however.
buried it in a pit, huh? Right.
Oh, we did. We didn't really know what else to do with it. It was a child beyond recognition and just scraps of broken glass itself.
Zakkid just gonna be kind of pacing back and forth and just like quietly muttering to himself.
Rock will really stare down Seawald here and ask him, so, we deliver these cards. What will you say to the recipients?
Oh, good sir, as I said before, I do not want to make any trouble, one way or the other. Whatever story you fellows go with, I'm more than happy to take your side. You won't have any problems out of me or Delandra here, I promise you that.
And Rock, he looks at Andros when he says this. He says, well, are we going with the truth? Then looks back to Seawald.
Truth is in the eye of the beholder. It's more important that we deliver these carts to whomever, and then interrogate those individuals.
All right.
Zarxius rubs his hands together with a smirk on his face and says, "This sounds fun. Let's go."
Let's go.
Zakkid
Rock,
stays silent.
Rock starts to walk toward the cards. Slow, it'll take him a minute.
Zakkid is actually going to elevate himself 50 feet.
Nice. This key takes flight high up in the sky.
So Zarxius will, put his pack on and everything, and he will head out ahead of the party to kind of do his scouting.
Okay. Bring me back to the road here. So all three carts have been prepared. However, the middle cart here, that horse, is missing. So you have two carts with horses, three carts, two with horses.
So do we need? Are we just gonna keep going without Doug, or do we need to
He
check?
told us
did-
to roll until he can figure it out. So kind of just
Okay.
wait there.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to make a stealth roll, or do you want to roll it? Or
So are
whatever?
you guys going to proceed with just the two carts and leave the third behind, or?
Well, was there
I-
anything besides Zeal in that cart?
It was still packed with the normal merchandise that had been originally loaded into the carts. The Zeal had been kept in a secret compartment underneath the bottom floor level. So there's still some was damaged in the fire, but not much. It's still just the timber and the fish supplies that had originally been sent.
Okay.
Well, Rock looks around and suggests, he says, well, maybe we leave it behind? How are we going to
He's
bring it?
gonna come down with the open attempt to move and collide. I don't know what that means, but
Rocks. You're running into the rocks, probably.
Zakkid is gonna come down. He's actually. Do you say they're fishing supplies or fish?
Fish itself, yeah, fish in barrels that's packed with what looks like these blue kind of glowing rocks, and they're cold to the touch. It's not ice, but you get the sense that there might be some kind of enchantment in play here.
I'm gonna pick up one of those rocks and pocket it. I'm gonna pick up one of the fish and eat it.
Okay.
And then as I take off, I'm gonna poison spray the entire.
The entire batch of fish.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. Right.
Like that's just on the cart that has no
Yeah.
horse. Okay.
Okay, so as you release this toxic stream spray of green, just green etheric spray all over these fish, you see it start to kind of corrode away, contaminating these fish here. It's definitely not something you want to eat now.
Fly back in there.
Okay.
Right, well, let's load up. Cart
All right.
in front now.
Zakkid is at the back, like past the back of the last cart.
All right. We'll have Theron take a seat with you there, Rock.
Where's the other driver at?
He's
Just
under one of
behind
the
that
carts.
cart, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah.
only one.
Yeah, there's two drivers there. Can you see them both
Yeah.
now? Yeah, okay, good.
It's behind the middle cart. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's figure that out. There we go.
Andrew's just gonna hop in a cart.
Okay. Just the cart as well. And Zarxius, you are going to set off ahead of the group, yes?
Correct.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check. And assuming everyone is watching on the on your journey there, everybody make a perception check as well.
Oh shit. That's a natural one on the stealth.
One for an 8, though. Still not terrible.
My +7 helps a ton.
Absolutely.
So do you want me to make perception too, I guess?
Yes, please. Setting out ahead of the group there.
Damn, I rolled a 1 and a 2. Really lighting it up here.
Yeah, getting all the bad rolls out, I guess, eh?
Mm-hmm.
6.
All right. All right, so with that... Oh, I guess we need Theron to make a roll here. He is going to make a perception. All right, good to know. Okay, and with that, so you guys all look out, see where you're going. You guys head up, start heading north again along the Cloak Jaunt path towards Bysaes Tyl. Okay, good to know, good to know. All right, Zarxius, as you set off ahead of the group.
Hey, Jess needs to make a perception check too. He just got back.
Okay, true. Okay, good stuff, Jess. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for Rock there, Jess.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, so as you set off further on the Cloak Jaunt path, headed towards Bysaes Tyl, you pass the camp where you had set up for the night, and you all seem to be kind of focused on other things. You've got a lot in your head, except Rock. That is, Rock. You're keenly perceptive and aware that you might be the one having to take the lead on looking for outside threats while the other ones are dealing with what's going on with themselves. You notice the pit that Seawald and Delandra had dug, and buried the burned items in, and you also see hoof prints leading off to a thicker portion of the woods, away from the camp as well. So as the horses clop on, and the morning progresses, it's a quiet day out on the roads. Haven't passed any other travelers, no sounds, but just the sounds of the forest. Is there anything you guys would like to accomplish while you're riding?
So from what I can deduce, is it just like basically like magic ice, like a rock that puts off cold that I can pick up?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. It's tough to tell. You have the sense that that's basically what's going on here. This seems to be some kind of normal mundane rock with some kind of an enchantment on it, but that's about as far as you can discern from just simple observation.
I'm gonna kind of like bite on it, like people check for if it's real gold or not. Put it back in my pocket.
Right on. It's hard and cold. Okay.
Is Doug back with us? Or no? Not yet.
Dougie, would we get you back, bud?
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat. I just didn't see. I don't know if his headphones.
Would like to talk to Theron at some point, but we can continue.
Okay. Theron, once he's back. All right. So you progress on along the roads, making steady progress. The party's quite silent. Everybody's kind of having their own thoughts here. And you get to about midday. Why don't we go ahead and make a fresh round of perception checks now that you're about midday here.
Ooh, that's not good. 2 crit fails.
Do you want a fresh stealth check from me?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and make a fresh stealth check there, Zarxius. Yeah.
Hey.
There you go. It's a little more like it.
Yep.
Theron, we got you back yet, bud? If not, I will go ahead and make... Yeah, no. Okay. Go ahead and make Theron's perception check. Okay, so, Zarxius, just ahead of the group there. You kind of get a smell of iron in your nose. In the cold, crisp air here, it stands out. And you kind of stop, look around, and you notice a tiny trail of blood leading off the main path to the east. It looks fresh.
Does it look like where it starts? Does it look like like something was shot, or was there like some kind of struggle, or?
Strangely enough, it seems to have simply dropped, almost as if from the sky.
Okay.
It does lead off, though, in a certain trail to the, I guess it would be on the east side of the road.
So am I the only one that sees this, or?
You're the first one who's seen it. Yeah, the carts are clip, 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 clip. You start to hear them coming in behind you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna wait for them and ask. And Zakkid blows everything off the path. But I'm just gonna wait for them and point it out to them and be like, point it out to Rock and be like, what do you think about this? Is this something we should check out?
Oh, why not?
So Zarxius, can I do a check to look and see if it looks like that, like there was any sign of somebody like moving through here, or if it does look like it, came out of the sky?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. Upon closer examination of the blood trail, it does seem to pick up a bit as it moves forward, almost as if the bleeding has increased. But again, strangely, no scuff marks in the ground. Nothing that would suggest there was an attack happening at that level. But again, just the way the blood is splattered, it seems as almost this came from on high. And indeed, you kind of crane your neck up and you look at the trees. You don't see anything up there.
Okay.
But
So
yeah, go ahead.
I'll just turn to Rock and I'll be like, I'll tell him that, I don't really see any signs of anything being disturbed on the ground. It does look like it picked up significantly, that way. But I'm thinking that maybe this was something in the air.
Perhaps it was the winged mother.
And Zarxius kind of like looks back like, and kind of like looks towards Zakkid to like, make sure nothing's hurling at them.
You all begin to feel leaves rustle and just kind of start slapping you in the face.
Well, maybe we should just... maybe it was something flying. So I think we should maybe leave the carts here, follow it, look up in the trees. I don't know if something needs assistance.
Being 50 feet in the air, can I kind of look around and see if I can see, anything above the tree line or, towards the Dunrock Mountains in the distance?
Certainly make a... Are you actively searching for what this thing is, or are you just trying to get a sense kind of what's around you?
Seeing the, because I'm not really talking to them down there, up in the air, I see them investigating everything.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, with noticing them kind of stopping and looking, I'm gonna also kind of investigate the area to see if there's anything out of the normal.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an investigation check. 14. So as you kind of flap your wings and you're just kind of touching the tops of the tallest of the old pine and spruce trees in this great old forest, you see them far below, conferring, and you notice with your very sharp vision of a hunter, indeed you do see kind of where this blood trail kind of leads off to, and you see somewhat of a clearing off the east side of the road with a small path leading to it, and you see a large form of some sort, and it is at rest.
I'm going to keep this information to myself.
Okay.
So Zarxius looks at Rock and says, yeah, do you think leaving the wagons here, unattended, well, I guess the drivers would be with them. Do you think that's smart, or should we split the party as any level-headed people would do?
No, I think we should. I think the drivers will be fine.
Okay.
We won't go too far off the path. If we really feel like it's too far, maybe we'll come back and reassess.
Besides, the valuable payload is already gone.
And so Zarxius, kind of like shrugs his shoulders and says, all right, let's go.
Okay. So, Zakkid, are you following from overhead?
I am. And I was gonna say, kind of spending a little bit of time in this area. Do I have any guesses or, understanding of what this creature that I've seen might be?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's make an investigation check if you're zooming in on this creature here.
Well, more so just like I know it's there, rather than like investigate further, just like deducing in my
Your
mind.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, anything I can pull from being like I've heard of or whispers
Indeed.
of.
Would you like this whispered to you as something you want to keep secret to yourself, or
Sure.
I say yes.
incoming? Okay.
I know I'm kind of liking that aspect of this.
Incoming whispers, Zakkid.
Okay.
So I'm going to look at Rock and say, hey, I'm going to proceed first, because I'm being nice and stealthy right now. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit closer, and maybe I can figure out what this thing is.
And Rock says, I'll follow, and he casts mage armor on himself right now.
Okay.
Then he follows it like, I don't know, feet you want to do, 30, 40 feet, or what are you thinking?
I don't know. I was thinking like 30 feet, just something to where I can get closer before this thing might be alerted by the rest of the people. You know, so like I think 30 feet is plenty.
Okay, so Zarxius has taken a good 30 feet lead here. And creeping up. Did we get Theron back? Oh, I feel bad for this guy. He's missing everything.
Almost with like haste and overt confidence, Zakkid is gonna head and almost basically float right above the creature.
Okay.
Is there something I should be seeing?
No, you guys are all still on the art screen right now. You're on just on the main map screen, Theater of the Mind right now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, so
Yeah,
Zakkid.
Andros is going to just confidently walk behind. Still 30 feet, but he's just letting it all unfold.
Okay. And Theron, did we get you back?
Oh, I think I got audio. I'm just loading up.
Oh, good stuff. We got you
Sorry
back.
about that,
Awesome.
boys.
No worries. So just a brief recap. Did you hear any of that, or are you in the dark?
No, I literally just got off the phone with the guys, so we're just back here.
Oh, okay, no worries, brother. Okay, so party had progressed up the road, got to about midday of travel. Zarxius noticed a blood trail off the side of the road. Zakkid is kind of up in the sky doing his own investigation, and he has his own ideas of what this blood trail might, the source of this blood trail might be. But Zarxius has just kind of led the party off, and he's kind of creeping off with a head start. Andros, yourself, and Rock are in behind.
All right, cool.
Okay. So, Zakkid, you kind of make a beeline to this creature, and you're up above, and you indeed confirm your suspicions of what this creature is lying there, and it actually fills your heart with a little bit of sadness because you can see that this creature is clearly injured.
So I'm going to cautiously kind of like descend towards it.
Okay. So just gonna keep your distance as you descend, I guess.
Yeah, like almost out of direct reach, but enough to make my presence aware to the creature.
Okay. So as you do this, Zarxius, you have now crept further enough ahead in the woods where you kind of get a spot in the opening. And with your stealthy movements, you have gone undetected, and you're able to peek through, and you see the creature, the source of the blood, a majestic, large beast. Go ahead and make a nature check. Maybe you might have some suspicions of what this animal / beast might be, but you're definitely not sure at this moment. Not sure.
Okay.
Are you? What would you like to proceed
Do
forward, or?
Do I see Zakkid?
You see Zakkid, and he's kind of been hopping. He's kind of in a nearby tree, very, very high up, but behind the beast.
Okay, but do I see it? Do I see him like approaching it?
You see him kind of like feathering down, and then he kind of gets up and he'll fly to a different tree. But he's, the beast itself is more concerned with its own injuries at this moment.
Okay. Well, I guess what my question is, like how close can I tell how close Zakkid's getting to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, as far
Zakkid,
as
how
like,
close are you to the beast at this time?
Let me just check one thing. So I'm gonna close in to about, let's say 30 feet. And on my way towards it, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on myself.
and
So there you go. There you go. So you see,
are you still closing, or are you just staying at 30 feet?
I'm gonna get to 30 feet while playing this and kind of assess its reaction to me. But I'm gonna stop at 30 feet.
Who are
Okay,
you?
so
Who are you doing Bardic Inspiration on?
On myself.
himself.
Oh, on yourself. Okay.
So
Oh wait,
Zarxius-
I don't think you can use it on yourself.
I just
but
read
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Other
Never
than
mind.
yourself, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be doing that.
So upon seeing him kind of stop at 30 feet, Zarxius is going to kind of like work his way back towards the rest of the party, trying not to alert this creature, and he's just going to go back and be like, there's some large creature up in the clearing up here, and Zakkid is approaching it. I'm not exactly sure what his plan is. I'm guessing this thing's injured because of the blood and everything, and that's definitely where it goes. Yeah, I guess everybody be quiet and let's get up here and just be ready to help Zakkid if it goes south for him, And so Zarxius will pull out his bow and his heavy crossbow and put a bolt in and just kind of prepare to. And I'll say I'll just go right here behind this tree right here, and prepare to let one loose. If this thing goes at Zakkid.
okay.
So I guess instead of Bardic Inspiration, I'm going to be playing the Song of Breath. Not expecting some actual effects, but almost just to kind of calm the creature in any way.
Okay.
Not really how it's used, but for flavor. At the least.
What tree are you on?
So, are you guys? I was just gonna ask you, Rock. Yeah, because I'm gonna want to give you guys a visual reference here too. Are you guys proceeding behind Zarxius or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
proceeding forward? Okay. Are you going quietly, normal
Sure.
pace?
I'll try to go quietly.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
As well as that works for me.
All right. We'll go ahead and have Rock, Theron, and Andros all make stealth rolls.
Oh yeah, my best. I actually think I'm disadvantaged for stealth.
I know. I
I
thought
think you
I
are, my
thought I
friend, in
was
your armor.
too, but would it say somewhere for me?
God damn it! Just hear the
Nailed it,
clangety
though.
clang.
You do not have disadvantage on stealth. No. Rock.
Alright.
And can I kind of check this creature's reaction to me so far?
Absolutely. Okay, so we are going to give the guys here a visual as they progress up. Okay, so you guys have walked up, relatively as quietly as you think you can. However, this creature, Zakkid, while you were playing the song in a tree there, you did notice for a moment it's clearly in some pain throes, and it was trying to nurse the wound, which appears to be on one of its wings. And it was kind of nipping on it. And then when he hears this song, he turns his head, with a start at first, but it almost does seem to have. You swear, you don't know if it's just you maybe projecting or seeing what you want to see, but you do seem to kind of see it. Almost take a bit of a calmer stance. Andros, Theron, Rock, as you guys approach, he does notice that you've come up, however, and his head jerks from you, Zakkid, to the three adventurers who have now joined. And it kind of takes a step back as much as it can, clearly frightened.
So Zakkid is going to, while continuing to play the song, going to, at a distance, I'm going to try to kind of walk around and stand between the party and it, with kind of a hand up towards the party, but looking at the creature.
Okay. As you do so, kind of cocks its head, looks at you, more confused than anything, and then another, just the deepest bird of prey call you can imagine from the lungs of this massive beast, and then you can see it gets right back into its wing where it's clearly being bothered.
Andros kind of alerts out to Zakkid, and he goes, "Birdman, talk to it. What does it say?"
I just completely ignore Andros. Don't even acknowledge it. I'm going to throw a ration down in front of it, as just kind of a sign of goodwill, and then try to approach it and see how close it lets me get.
Okay. Zakkid, go ahead and make a animal handling check.
Baby. That's what I was trying to use bardic inspiration for, so that worked out nice.
You see the creature clearly in distress, sees this ration, puts its head forward a bit, sniffs it, gobbles it down. It looks up to you, Zakkid, takes a step forward, it bows its head, and it offers its head to be pet.
So Zakkid will reach out and run his hand from his head down towards the injury, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Kieran's going to be slowly making his way up behind Zakkid at this point.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that, Zakkid. As you... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, as this is all happening, Zarxius looks over to Andros and kind of just shakes his head I don't like this. And is keeping his crossbow drawn.
Andros is hanging out by this tree, and he just turns to him and says, "Let the bird people play with their animals. I want no part of it."
Zakkid, as you've run your hand, starting from the head of this beast down to the wound, you feel these massive feathers under a incredibly muscular body of this majestic beast. As you make your way to the wound and the feathers and hover your hand over it, the griffin, spoiler.
Let's be honest. We all know what
we
this
got
thing
it.
is.
We all know
Yeah.
it is. Okay, yeah.
I'm
The
acting
gri-
like I don't, but we know it. We know
Yeah.
what's going
Thank you for humoring the DM with that. Yeah, I have put hover on for everything you want a name of, so that's fine. So this beast, which it has now all become apparent to you as the beast of legend, and Andros, you especially know this, as you know that the most elite fighters in the righteous brand, they ride these things as mounts. So you're well aware of what these creatures are and what they're capable of. Theron, you might be the only one who has never heard of a griffin, but at least never seen. I'm sure in your centuries you've read a book or two on these beasts. But it's a key as your hand reaches the wound of this beast. You see it start to pull away almost, but then trusting you lets you do your work. And as the healing energy passes from your hand into the wing of the creature, you see the wound start to bind and close, the blood disappear. It is full and is healed for 10 hit points. It flaps its wings. Very proud cry, and it puts its head back in for another nuzzle.
And Zakkid is just gonna kind of do like a pat on its skull, basically, and just say, "You can fly. You can fly one more time, my friend."
So, one sec there. So I'm gonna like turn to use the key and just be like, what creature is this? Where do you think it got its wound from? All the while steadily trying to move closer, just trying not to disturb or sketch this guy out.
Zakkid will turn to Theron and just say, "It's all right, my friends. This is not a creature that will just indiscriminately attack. It's well trained. It's considered a powerful ally to the righteous brand who run this area. They're one of the few people who have mastered control and are able to ride these creatures."
Maybe it can tell me exactly what happened. And then, so you're gonna see Theron's kind of putting his hands close together, and he's kind of gonna draw on his oath, and you're gonna hear him kind of smutter, kindle the light a little bit, ever so softly. And then he's going to cast Speak with Animals.
Whoa, baby.
What?
I'm kind of just like meditating at this point.
Locations of monsters, whatever they perceive and receive. Okay, amazing. Okay, very good there. And so as this incantation is recited and you go into your meditative trance, you see the beast. Well, you don't see the beast. Your eyes kind of glaze over, not glaze over, but kind of take on just almost a blackened, blacker than they normally take, and you're clearly in another realm. The griffin's eyes lock with yours, and it seems to kind of take on the same blackened but glowing aura. And all of a sudden, you are now in this griffin's thoughts. You can see what it saw on this day, flying with its master. Surprised by two sets of beating wings to its right, bucking off its rider, getting in a fight with these two winged beasts, attacking, biting, ripping at its wings. It falls, it catches itself, drips blood, finds the place where it is now. And that's when the trance kind of ends, and you see him his wing is still not 100% healed, but he's delivered to you his chain of events of this morning at least.
Theron kind of just unsettling back in the meditation is going to turn to Zakkid. This griffin, he's seen battle today. I believe he was with somebody as well. He could not be alone in these woods. You might need to search for someone else.
So from what Zakkid can kind of deduce, Is this creature healthy enough to fly on its own?
Yes, this creature seems to be pretty much ready to fly, but you get the sense that this is a trained beast, and he does not want to take to the wilds without his training.
With Theron kind of being able to, also have a connection with this creature, I'm going to kind of look in its eyes, and I myself I'm going to hover about just 10 feet in the air. Let's see how it goes.
As you do this, Zakkid, you all hear noises coming from the north. It sounds like heavy footsteps of heavy armor, but an unsteady rhythm, kind of like a clop claw, clop claw, clop claw.
Like a dog.
I guess hearing this, can Zakkid kind of like, look past the griffin and see if he notices anything?
Absolutely. Make a investigation check, or make a perception check. Make a perception. Zakkid, from your vantage point, you see just beyond the tree line to the north a fully armored Imperial soldier, dragging one leg which appears to be injured, coming in your direction.
Noticing this, I'm going to kind of, leading the griffin's attention, I'm going to point forwards, and I'll just say, whether or not it can understand what I'm saying, I'm going to say, "You have a good friend," and then yell out, "Good sir, your griffin is healed. Do not fear us, we are here to help."
Notice the man comes into vision on the northern tree line. He is fully clad in some of the finest armor you've seen. Clearly clearly a member of the righteous brand. His right leg does seem to be giving him some issues, but he staggers forward. Sword still not drawn, sword in his sheath. "You say you've healed my griffin?"
That I have, and if you are in need of healing, I can help you as well.
"You honor me, good sir. It's been quite the morning we've had. Allow me to introduce myself." And he kind of just comes forward here. And as he reaches next to the griffin immediately comes up right next to him. He puts his hand on her. "Oh, good girl. There's my Bessie."
While
My
this
name-
is transpiring, Andros is pacing towards at a pretty good clip.
Okay. So, the righteous brand soldier is going to say to you guys, "Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sir Lawrence of the righteous brand. I'm a griffin rider from Rastum Dun hills nearby, where we train and ride our griffins. I was out for a ride with my mount this morning. We were attacked by Peritons. Bucked me. Would have been dead if I hadn't fallen fortunately in a tree bough. Still hurt my leg real good though. Been searching all morning for her. It seems you've done me a favor though." And he sees the injury on her wing and how it's been dealt with.
Zakkid responds, "A creature like this we do not see every so often. It meant us no harm. I felt no need to be wary of it.
You're an honorable sort, then. There are many who maraud these woods, looking for creatures as grand as this to slay and to take as trophies. We believe a different path for these creatures. They are our loyal mounts, and have served us well over many generations. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just gonna say, I myself am a follower of the Winged Mother. Any creature with wings and any creature who travels the skies with grace is a friend of mine.
He just kind of bows his head respectfully, slightly. And then he starts to take a look at you all. He looks at you, Theron, he looks you up and down, gives you a nod, sees your armor. He looks over at you, Andros, and he actually gives a double take. I recognize you. You were at Blade Garden.
Yes.
Are you?
You do. And he just kind of does like a half bow.
And he takes a step forward, almost not believing it. Are you General Cicero's son? The half-orc?
It's true.
You were one of the most promising recruits in the righteous brand. Oh, if you don't mind me asking, sir, what are you doing with this sorry lot?
Well, as you know, Father, I assume Father doesn't talk about me much. Needed to branch out on my own. Start a new life for myself. Prove to Father that I'm more than just what my father's genes have given to me. Prove to him that I can control my urges that I get from my mother. Prove to him that I can be a great soldier. Control my urges.
Sir,
I left Blade
I meant no offense by pride. It was just a surprise to see a familiar face here. You were a damned good fighter, from what I saw you out in the fields.
Yes. If only I could control my rage and harness that energy for good more than just a simple bloodlust.
Is your father still on the front lines? Is he still on Blade Garden? The plan I'd last heard was we were going to be moving in on the Ashgard garrison soon. Try to retake it from the bloody Kryn.
I haven't talked to my father since I left. I've sent word back to Blade Garden, but all of my letters have not been received. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Well, I beg your pardon again, sir. I meant no offense. It is good to see that you've found good company here, at least. Many unsavory sorts take to cell sorting, but it seems you have all at least walked an honorable path by saving one griffin this day, at least.
Andros snuffs and goes, Mostly.
At this point, you all hear the sounds of beating wings approaching. Thum, thum, thum. Sir Lawrence turns his head quickly to the west. My God, the Paratons. Looks like they've come back to finish the job. And from there, you see two large male Paratons, their horns sharpened, calling out as if to reclaim their prize. Quickly, the lot of you, help me defend my mount against these things. I'll see that you're rewarded.
So,
And as the Peritons dive in, I need you all to roll initiative.
I was gonna say, since I had my my bow ready, like, could I just turn and like let one loose at these things?
Sure,
Because
I'll let you.
It's obvious they're coming to attack, right?
Yeah, they're taking a very
and
aggressive stance.
and they're coming right at Andros. So I feel like I would definitely let one loose.
Absolutely. You already had one primed, ready to go, finger on the trigger already. Yeah, I will let you go ahead and take one shot there before I have you all roll initiative.
Sweet.
Right, 15. Which one are you aiming at there?
It'd just be the closest one.
Okay, 15's a hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
And I wouldn't get sneak attack for that, would I?
This will just be a normal attack, unfortunately.
Okay, just normal attack. I'm down with
Yes,
that.
sir. All right. So he does make contact, though. Creature is even more enraged as it takes 5 points of piercing damage. I now need you all to roll initiative.
Disgusting rolls here, guys.
Jesus, this makes me worry about the fight. Hopefully we get him out now.
Theron, are you in there twice? Shoot.
For initiative?
Yeah, for some reason you're on there twice. There you go. Get rid of you. All right.
Back in place.
Alrighty, folks. A little bit of combat. Let's start this off. Alright, things getting started off with Sir Lawrence, who is going to... Oh, these Peritons, I'm sorry, I should clarify. These Peritons right now are... These things are 30 feet above both of you in the air. So we'll try to mark that down. Okay, so they're 30 feet in the air from there. Okay, Sir Lawrence is going to he's going to also pull out his heavy crossbow, and he's going to go ahead and take a shot with that at the Peritons, at the closest Periton to us. Let's loose the bolts. Whew. A brutal miss, though. The bolt goes flying wide. Damn it! It's your turn, Periton number 2. Okay, this Periton's going to... 60 feet to fly. Okay. So, what does it have here? Yep, it can make it. Okay, so this Periton is going to fly right in on Sir Lawrence here, and it is going to make a dive attack. So if the Periton is flying, dives at least 30 feet straight forward towards target, hits it with a melee weapon attack, deals an extra damage. Okay, so it still has to hit with its melee. So it's going to come in with its gore and try to hit the brave, valiant knight, Sir Lawrence, with a 10. That is not going to work. Lawrence, shield up, bashes the snout away of this thing. This thing's angry. It's going to come back in with its talons and try to make another claw attack right at the brave knight. 14. This is also going to hit Sir Lawrence's shield as he parries both attacks. You'll have to try harder than that. And that is that Periton's turn. Zakkid, you're up.
So it's 30 feet in the air still, or is it now?
It is... Okay, sorry. Let me just check the Periton again. Attack. So... Shoot, yeah, I guess it would be... Okay, yeah, so will you guys let me say I flew back up a bit? Okay, so like for example, 5, okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, so it hits Sir Lawrence with that. So yeah, it is, again, 30 feet up in the air. That was the rest of its movement there.
Okay. Before anything, if it attacked and then went back up, would that be an attack opportunity?
It does have flyby here, which I just flashed in the chat there. Yeah.
So Zakkid will first fly up to its height at 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to just kind of face forward and just open my beak and just spray poison directly towards it.
Okay. So, creature must make a con save. Which it does. However... okay, yeah, so it takes no damage. Okay, so shakes that off, shakes off that spray. Man, just get its head out of the way.
And then I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on the Griffin.
Okay.
Sexy.
Nice.
I don't get to say that very often. And I will end my turn there.
Okay. We are on to, indeed, the Griffin. So it is going to kind of rears up its head, and it is also going to take flight, beating its wings up 30 feet up into the sky, same as you guys. 30 feet. So this is all going on right overhead of Sir Lawrence here, and it is going to charge in with its claws facing forward and try to rip right into this Peryton here. It's going to fly up this way and try to hit with its claws. And is going to miss though. So he will go in with his beak instead and try to make a bite attack on the Peryton. That one's going to hit. Beak manages to grab a hold of the Peryton's wing. It grabs, it shakes, doing 5 damage. And from there, the Griffin is going to soar back and just kind of land on this tree up here. Rock, you are up.
Rock moves forward. Standing on this tree branch here. And like we have to do Pythagorean theorem here.
Yeah.
15 feet and 30, I think that's within 90 feet. He's going to
Absolutely.
do chromatic orb on that guy straight ahead of him.
Nice. Okay, 4-inch energy. 13 to hit. That hits. Go ahead, roll damage on whatever kind you want there.
But we're going to do fire. Fire damage is a sphere of fire.
Okay. Beautiful.
Nice.
Doing 17 damage of fire as this, it looks like a small bolt of fire, but this thing hits the front chest of the Peryton and engulfs it in flames, doing massive damage. Peryton is hurt.
And Rock ends his turn.
Okay. The second Peryton, he's going to line you up there Andros, and he's just gonna dive in. Again, making a dive attack right up on you. And that will be a gore.
Oh, what?
15 to hit.
Yes, sir.
All
God
right,
damn
so
it.
that is going to do plus dive attack. Ooh, so that is 22 damage to you, Andros, as it just fires in there, absolutely savagely, putting its horns right in your body. A savage attack. The Periton is now going to... So the Periton, right over top of you, he's going to look over, he's going to see you, Rock, and he's going to continue fly right over to you, and he's going to try to attack with his talons on you.
Fuck this thing. Hold on.
Attacks for days.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as it flies over my body?
Unfortunately not, because it does have this little thing that I just flashed in the chat, which is flyby. Periton does not provoke an opportunity of attack when it flies out of its reach.
Oh, damn.
Broken
Oh,
mechanic.
damn.
Fuck.
You wish you had created that Zeal now, eh, bud?
Okay, so just to make sure though with the math here, so that's 5, because it's got 60 feet of flying. So 5, 10 to get to you, Andros. Then you would have to descend 30, so that's 40. And now he would have had to fly up another 10, so that's 50. And then he can get over here, so yeah, he can just get to you, Rock.
Okay.
So,
However,
what
he will be on the ground as this attack finishes, however.
Beautiful.
so just as a clarification,
Mm-hmm.
because he did, even with multi-attack, that would be 1 gore, 1 talon.
Mm-hmm.
So he's able to do multi-attack and a dive attack.
Because that just
I think
says
dive
when
attack-
you hit. Yeah, it says when you hit with a
Yeah.
melee attack. Yeah.
Oh.
In addition to your melee attack. Yeah.
Damn.
From
cool.
Yeah, this
coming
thing's a
from so
bitch.
far. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, so it's going to attack you with its talons there, Rock. At a 14 to hit.
Ooh, does not. 15 armor class with the mage armor I put up earlier. So.
Nice. So while it's on the ground with you, it's just kind of towering over you there, Rock. Takes a swing with its claw, but you manage to just duck right under the way. Misses. And it is now on the ground. And it kind of looks around. Sees a lot of people around him.
Surprise,
Zarxius.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Zarxius, you're up, my friend.
Okay, 1 second. I'm reading the spell here.
These spells, you got a crossbow.
Fireball.
Yeah. So, Zarxius seeing what just happened to Andros, and also seeing it go at Rock, he's going to kind of sit back and he'll just grab one. He has 1 gold piece in his hand, and he just, like, the rage just kind of fills it, and his hand kind of turns to fire and engulfs this 1 gold piece, and he fires Jim's magic missile at the one closest to him. I'll flash it up.
Gems. That gems
Absolutely.
magic missile.
Yep. I saw it and I was like, yeah, why not? How do I put it up on the thing?
If you open your character sheet and then you hover over the spell and hit it should turn to a dice, and then you could just,
Oh yeah.
go to your spell book. Yeah, it should turn to a dice, and then you can just click that and it should flash it right in the chat. Jim's magic missile. This is amazing. Alright.
Special magic missile?
That's
Oh, yeah.
sick.
Gems
It's
magic.
3 twisting whistling, hypoallergenic, gluten-free
Gluten-free
darts.
darts.
Are magical.
Where the fuck did you get that?
I was looking through D&D Beyond.
That's
and it
from
was
the
in the-
from that incorporated thing.
Yeah.
It's from nice acquisitions.
Acquisitions Incorporated, yeah.
That's
That's
dope. Okay.
awesome.
That's where I got my
Zarxius,
failed
awesome.
merchant thing. Is from that too.
Nice. Zarxius has picked up some interesting tips and tricks from the trade as he's made his way across Wildemount in his roguish endeavors, and he this is one of them that he had up his sleeve. So he goes ahead and throws this gold piece out. Are you just doing one, or are you doing all three at this thing?
I'm doing all three at this thing.
Okay.
And-
All right. Go ahead and make your attacks.
You gotta pay your royalties to Jim, huh? For using his name.
Yep. So that's the...
Yeah.
So
First one's gonna hit.
Should I roll them all three right now?
If you however you want to do it. If you want to roll all three and then roll damage, or however you
Well,
want.
yeah,
to
I guess I have to roll them all three, because if I roll a 1, then they all hit me. So...
Oh, that's how it goes, right?
For any is
Yeah.
a 1.
Well, they all just blow up and...
Nice. High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
All right, so two do go flashing by wide, but the first one does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that one. Nice, doing 4 damage to that Periton right there. It hits it square in the chest.
And so I'll use my movement to just kind of pull my bow back out and put another dart in there. And then
Okay.
my turn.
All right, sounds good. Fearin, you're up.
Hey, having this guy land right next to me, I'm just gonna unsheath the sword, charge at him, see if I can get an attack on him.
Absolutely, go for it.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a critical hit.
Beautiful.
Go ahead and roll crit damage. Very nice. 12 slashing points of damage to the Periton there. As two quick movements, cutting deep lacerations into the chest and neck of this Periton, slashing it down. Briefly takes a knee, then raises back up. It's got a little fight left in it yet, but it is hurt.
Alright, yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the turn there, take no bonus action. So I'll just like kind of here and lands, preps the sword and gets ready for another strike.
You're up.
Andros, having just taken an incredible amount of damage, whips out the battle axe. He points it at Sir Lawrence, and he says, "I stand with you, brother!" And he goes into, of course, a rage.
Like to rage.
Oh, yeah. We would like to rage!
Fucking rage! And takes his battle axe and swings it. I assume I could hit this one to the northeast of me.
To the northeast, he is 30 feet up, unfortunately. He is up high in that tree up there. The one to the southwest, or to the southeast is is the one who is in your range right now.
Okay. I will swing on at that piece of shit.
I'll say he's the one that fucked you up anyway.
That's true.
That's the
Attendant
guy!
wheeling.
That's the guy!
Yeah. Get that one.
22
Fuck
definitely
you.
gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Shit. So I rolled that twice, right?
With rage, it is...
Thank God.
Yeah, because you get advantage on attacks.
Yeah.
So
Ugh.
go ahead and roll. Yeah, so roll twice.
It's gotta be better than that 1. Oh yeah.
7, 10.
And
Perfect. 10 points of damage as the axe comes down, brutally severing the one wing on its side. The thing writhes in pain, not quite killing it just yet, but it is looking absolutely devastated after that roll. Its wing has been severed. It is nearly incapacitated.
I'm going to then take my movement. Is this going to provoke an attack of opportunity if I move away from this little fucker?
Let's see, does he still have a reaction? I think he does. Yes, he does have a reaction still, so...
Okay, I'm going to use my... I won't move, but I'm just going to hold my arms out, and I'm going to try to alert the griffin from the however far away that is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shout and say, "Winged friend, come to my aid!" See if I can get the griffin to fly over to me, and if it does, I would like to mount it.
Okay, sounds good. So Andros calls us out to the griffin. We'll see how that goes. Top of the round, Sir Lawrence. He kind of looks at you, Andros, sees you nod, he sees you calling out to the griffin. He kind of like,
Yeah, that probably wasn't
and
smart.
he kind of nods at you. He's like, by all means. And then he pulls out his crossbow again, takes another shot up at this Periton up here. And it's going to be a 14 that will hit the Periton. Sir Lawrence's bolts piercing into the hide, doing 10 damage, nearly knocking the thing out of the tree. It's almost dead. This thing is like, the bolt went like through its neck out the other side. It is bleeding profusely. Looks absolutely pathetic up in the top of the tree, but still could not quite finish it off. It is that Periton's turn, and he is going to fly away best he can. 60 feet. He is gone like the wind. Zakkid, you're up.
Zakkid's gonna turn to the other Periton and just look directly at it and say, "May the Winged Mother remove the wind from your wings."
Nice. Alright, so this thing's got to make a wisdom save. Oh. So Zakkid, as these words echo around in its head, you see blood start to ooze out of the orifice, out of its eyes, and with one final shudder, it falls dead.
And then in the same turn, I'm gonna turn to the Griffin and say, "Majestic child of the winds, this one is not to be trusted."
You motherfucker.
Jeez. Alright, as the group catches their breath after that battle, Sir Lawrence. Thank you. Thank you all for your assistance. You can come down now, Bess. It's alright, the danger's past. The Griffin will just... its full wingspan, it just cries out to the sky, one of the most majestic sights you've seen on top of this tree. And then it flies and lands back with you guys on the ground next to its master. Wish that would stay as 0.
Rock is going to go over to Andros and hold out a healing potion he has and say, "Well, here you go. On my count, it's 100 gold you owe me now. You know, I'm not. If I was keeping track, I'm not keeping track. But if I was, 100 gold." He hands him the potion of healing.
Andros almost takes a swig, puts it down, and walks directly between these two, shoving them. Oh shit, come on. Why is it not letting me
Oh, we're
move?
still in combat.
It says we're still in combat.
Ah,
Oh, sorry guys. My bad. It's in that combat.
so he doesn't drink it, and he walks right in between these two, shoves them pretty badly, walks his way through, goes up to the griffin, and goes, pets it, and then offers the potion of healing to the griffin.
All right. Andros, go ahead and make an animal handling check, please.
You get a 1.
I will say with advantage though, because it has seen you fight with its friends. It's seen you fight with its master and with someone who has already calmed it. So.
All right, so there's a
That
16.
person also
Yeah.
did warn it away from this.
Oh, fuck you!
That's true. It's gonna cock its head to you, Andros, and then it's gonna put the healing potion in its mouth, instantly drink it. Sir Lawrence did not have any objections to that, and if anything, he's kind of eyeing you, Zakkid, a little differently after that comment made.
It does not bother me in the least. A friend
well-
of a traitor is a traitor.
So Zarxius is kind of approaching kind of slowly just because he doesn't know, if this griffin or the rider were aware of me. And he's just going to kind of approach slowly, and he has another potion of healing in his hand and hands it to Andros. And he says, "Brother, you should take this one for you." And gives it to Andros.
This time, he turns to Rock and to Zarxius and says, "I thank you both for the majestic healing of this beautiful creature, and for myself." Glop. Takes it down. What is that? That's a D4?
Plus something, is it?
D4 plus your Constitution.
Ugh. Constitution is 2. Plus 2, so... Wait, is that right?
Is it D4 or is it D6? I thought a healing potion was more
No,
than a
it's-
D4.
Yeah, no, it's 2d4 plus 2.
2D4 plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
2D4.
2D4. That sounded right. Better, right? Well, that's pretty
Nice.
good.
Fucking
2 is 10.
Plus
sweet.
2.
I'll
Get
heal
better than
10.
that?
That's almost 22.
Almost.
So,
That's a bunch.
Sir Lawrence has been watching your group's interactions, and yeah, he was just a little surprised by the fact that there might be like some tension in the group. He's just kind of like trying to piece together what's going on, but you still see him more concerned with his mount at this time, and just he's stroking his hand over her head. My friends, I don't wish to stand in the way of any business that your party might have with each other or in these woods, but I thank you for your assistance on this day. You are all brave and honorable soldiers, in my opinion, and I will be sure to pass word along in Rastam Den that you are all friends of the righteous brand and friends of the Empire. Might I have your adventuring party's title?
And Zarxius like pops his head up. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're Rock's bitches. That's right." And So real quick before this guy takes off, Zarxius wants to go over to Andros and say, and kind of like, pull him aside a little bit just to where only he hears. And says, do you think maybe we should mention to him about the Zeal? Like,
I think we should pry as much information, but let's be coy about it. He may turn on us without us having the opportunity to explain. Let me start this discussion.
Yeah, I'll absolutely follow your lead.
He clears his throat and he goes,
I'm in a metagame for
Brother,
a second. I almost gave you the Zeal potion instead of a healing potion. Didn't say anything.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Jesus.
and I would have given it to that
I
fucking
know,
Griffin.
right? That would-
Oh my god, the Griffin on Zeal? What have you done to my mount?
We would all.
So, Andros steps forward and he says, Brother, you've been patrolling this area for some time, I assume. What do you know about... Is it Zeal?
Zeal. The Z.
Yeah, what do you know about Zeal? Have you heard of it?
Of course, I'm aware of this substance. It's, not usually the elites of the righteous brand who are sent on missions to interrupt the criminal elements of Wildemount, the Myriad and what have you. We know they have their holds in all the major cities, and drug smuggling is one of the many businesses that they take money from.
Myriad.
Aye, the Myriad. Surely you've heard of them.
Oh, I'm
They are the most...
just from Hooperdoop, but
Yes.
I don't know. It's not something I've really heard about before.
And remind me again, brother, what's the penalty for if one was to be caught trafficking such an illicit substance?
It's in the book. I know it is. I've seen this. Shit.
I hope it's death.
I hope it's...
Buffering. Laws of the Dwendalian Empire. Here we go. Ownership. Matt Mercer did not put this in the book. Dang, it might be in the Tal'Darai book. I don't have that one though.
I do.
That's where all the... You do?
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all of my books falling
Al's-
over. That's good.
Al's got it. Al's got it too. I know.
Yeah.
That's where I got Zeal from. Zeal is literally from the Tal'Darai. So I don't know. Is there a...
Nothing online.
Not in this.
If you go-
It's not in the index.
If you go on the page of drugs, does it have anything about like crime and punishment?
No. Pure stick, purple colored liquid, case of ash, properties behind the scenes.
Penalty is death.
All right. All good.
Gotta
All
be
good.
death.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, fucking terrible death.
Well, I will tell you, sir. I don't want to call you Sir Orc anymore. Well, what is your name, friend?
Andros, son of Cicero.
Sir Andros, son of Cicero. Punishment is it for drug trafficking in the Empire? Quite grave indeed. King Dwendal does not take kindly to such impurities being held by the citizens of his empire. The punishment is similar to that of assault with intent to kill, although lesser sentences have been handed down in exceptional circumstances. But for those knowingly and maliciously trafficking in drugs, especially those of this of the Zeal that you mentioned, the charge would be similar to that of assault with intent to kill. 250 days incarceration and or a fine of 1,800 gold pieces. In certain rare and very malicious cases, the punishment is death.
1,800 gold and 250 days in jail.
The
My God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, brother, anyone stupid enough to go along and traffic such a substance? I certainly don't know.
Theron just
Guys.
smirking.
Not I, Sir Andros. But you and I are of a different cut. Not all.
Right, only
Not
only
all
a
share our
malicious
values.
asshole would do that, right?
Well,
Oh, are you speaking to me, Andros? Need I remind you, you melted one with a case full of Zeal.
He also attempted to burn a caravan driver alive.
Oh my! Don't you think
Jesus
we're
Christ, where's the subtlety?
we're talking a lot here, people?
Oh man, I got no tact with you at Andros for the time being.
So
Sir
Tell
Ans,
me, what is the honor in that, sir?
Sir Lawrence's face has somewhat fallen. Tell me again. Tell me again,
Xerxes is
friend.
gonna walk out, like after he says burning, like talks about burning the driver alive. He's gonna say, "Hey, we didn't try to burn anybody alive. He just happened to be laying on it, like just completely like sharing it all."
Oh my God! Rock is walking away.
Tell
He's walking away.
Andros puts up his hand and he says, "As you know, brother, sometimes the ends justify the means."
Oh God!
Tell me again, adventurers, from whence do you hail? And what was your business in the Provo wilderness?
Zakkid at this point is just going to say, we were doing our jobs for a man named Bryn, back near, what's that place called? The Crossroads?
Or Crossroads is where you started.
Near the Amber Crossroads, and in the surrounding area. We were tasked with a simple caravan delivery, which once upon being attacked by some ne'er-do-wellers, realized we were carrying more than just supplies.
I don't know that it matters, but we actually set out from Adeslo, I think.
I believe you're right.
I don't know if it
That-
would matter to this guy. I mean, it's just a minor detail, but
Yeah.
I didn't want like that to alarm this dude and be like, "Oh, you're all dying," you know. Like,
That's why I said surrounding area.
okay, there you go.
Leave it vague.
Yep.
Upon which, your brilliant captain's son here did dispose of the drugs.
Dispose of it dutifully and honorfully.
You mean to tell me?
Zakkid just gonna chuckle.
Do you mean to tell me that you were unwittingly brought into a smuggling operation without your knowledge?
That is correct.
That is correct. And once I found out, I took it upon myself, my friend here, to destroy of the drugs.
While not thinking of a man's life.
Anders just
Oh,
shrugs
jeez.
at that.
Well, I'm a man of the world, my friends, not just a servant of the Empire. I know how things go. Times strange. Strange times for all. We all get roped into business that sometimes we have no business being in. But you defended me and my griffin, and from what I read of you, you're the honorable sort. You have nothing to fear from me. And if you see an Imperial soldier flying overhead in your travels, know that they came from Rastam Den, and they've probably heard word of your good deeds.
Theron's just going to kind of step up toward him at this point. Just say, I think we could call in a favor now? Our friend over here, with his noble doings, interrupted our transport, and we need to get to Bysaes Tyl.
And you would ask me to bring you there?
Assistance of sorts.
You make a large request, Sir Elf. I don't exactly have an army of spare griffins at my disposal to lend to you at will.
Perhaps a horse and a carriage then.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Theron. As brave and honorable as you have been today, I'm afraid the Empire simply can spare no resources this time. I'm sorry.
Theron will just kind of shrug, not saying anything.
Zakkid is just gonna be... I'm gonna pull up my water skin and kind of give the griffin something to drink. Just continuing to kind of pet it, and I'm more interested in a friendship with the griffin than either Sir Lawrence or, the Imperials at this point.
Sir Lawrence says, he seems to be he's taken a liking to you, to all of you. This is unusual for outsiders. It normally takes weeks of trust and training to build a bond with such a creature.
It's an amazing
Zarxius
creature.
Zarxius is going to look at Andros and say, well, we should probably get back to the wagons to get what is left of this delivery delivered. And he'll start walking back towards Rock.
And Andros will follow. And as he turns away to follow, turns back one last time and he goes, "Please, Sedwood, if you see my father, tell him of my good deeds. Tell him that I'm working on my issues." And then he follows.
So Andros, if I see your father, I will tell him his son fought bravely on this day, with no regard for his own life, and with his companions at his side.
Yeah, tell him his companions of Zarxius and Rock. He walks on.
Oh, shit.
Zakkid is going to turn to Sir Lawrence and request, Sir Lawrence, I am one of the skies just like your griffin here, and I've heard many tales of the griffin riders. Is there any chance perhaps that I could return with you to your camp and perhaps learn to fly a little bit better, or perhaps learn your tactics in the sky?
It's an encampment 4,000 feet high in the Dunrock Mountains, where the righteous brand train, breed their griffins. It is a camp of the most respected soldiers in the Dwendalian Empire. We don't exactly allow outsiders to simply waltz in. It's a highly unusual request, Sir Arakokra.
Being 4,000 feet is no issue of mine. I come from the mountainous regions, in the city of Orantine. But I understand the strangeness of a request from an outsider. I am just incredibly interested in bettering my my prowess in the skies. And I've heard there's no better warriors of the skies than me.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Zakkid. Sir Lawrence turns it over in his head. You may be the closest I've ever allowed an outsider to come. But, no. I must follow my orders as a member of the Righteous Brand.
I understand. I'll kind of pat the Griffin one last time and say, maybe I'll see you one day in the future.
God's willing, we will. And Sir Lawrence has now mounted the back of his Griffin, kind of fluffs its feathers, ready to fly. I will remember your deeds on this day, rocks bitches.
Yes.
Boom, boom. And there, as the Griffin starts to beat its wings and fly away, they take to the sky and are gone. All right, so back to the road and back to the main, back to the carts.
Yep.
Believe so.
All right. So 10:30 now, guys. I know I kind of came in late, so I didn't give us kind of a full session here tonight, but it's totally up to you guys. We can keep going if you're down. If not, we can wrap there for the evening and pick this up either midweek, or if you guys have some time, or next Sunday.
I mean, you guys are hour ahead of us, so it's up to you.
I think it's a good time to break. I do have an early morning tomorrow.
Absolutely no problem, brother.
That's good.
For sure. All right. Cool session there, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good session, boys.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
Sorry about the internet issue there, but we got her going.
Oh, all good. Yeah, it sucks when, you got people dipping in and out, but hey, it is what it is with the online format, unfortunately, but all good.
I just want to
Guys-
make sure Al and Doug are still going to play whenever they inevitably kill me. Because I can just sense it. It's fucking coming.
I'm not so dishonorable to stab you in the back. I will look you dead in the eye.
It may happen.
It may
I'm
happen.
I'm super
Well, I mean,
interested to see if Rock picks a side or if he, stays his neutral path.
Well, I guess I have to stab both of you.
Yeah. I guess just everybody's wrong now.
It's awesome. Well, beauty thing is you would just get to roll a new character with no pass, so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And all is good.
All is
Great. Right on, guys. All right. Well, great session there, guys. You definitely earned some experience there, so I will calculate it up, write up a summary, and post it in the chat.
All right, awesome, guys. See you later.
right on.
Later on,
See you
All
guys.
right. Have a great night, guys. Adios.
Oh yeah, how do we end this robot?
Yeah, let's figure that out.
Just stops. I guess just hit stop recording.
Let's see. Stop.
Yeah. Oh, I got it.